Howard Shelley is best known for his outdoor photography on the early Michigan Outdoors television series. But you've heard that old saying, behind every good man there is a woman. Well, Howard and Ruth Shelley have been married for over 50 years now, and they have hunted, fished, and been all over the world together. I asked Ruth what was one of her most exciting adventures.
Well, one of the most for me was on a moose hunt with Howard, way up in Canada. And
with the snowshoes?
Oh, no. We were in a little boat, and we were camping out. And we went with a guide to stay, and we crossed the lake into a little stream that came into the lake, and the guide started calling the moose. And finally, we heard crackling in the brush, and we knew it was the moose coming. And he just kept calling, and finally we saw the moose, and it came past us, went in front of us, and posed, and Howard shot it.
Oh, boy.
And that was very exciting.
Boy.
It was a nice,
huge.
It was a nice one, perhaps an 1,100-pound area, a 3-year-old, antlers 42, 43 inches across, but a young bull, and from an eating standpoint, you can't beat them. They're just as good as any Nebraska steer you ever came across.
What about the turkey? The turkey fight, May the 6th.
That was just 2 years ago last spring. We were in a blind on the west end here, and we knew it was a good area for turkeys. We'd see them frequently, and I was making good use of the old-fashioned box call, and I'd called all morning and hadn't seen or heard a thing. And suddenly down the trail, nearly 100 yards away, 3 young toms came out and were trotting slowly along directly toward us. And then they suddenly stopped on a little hump of ground right beside the trail. They had obviously seen some movement in the blind, perhaps from Ruth or myself, and I knew that if I didn't do something very quickly, I'd lose my shot. So I took aim, and I purposely shot maybe 12, 15 inches over the head of this young tom, because he was so far away that normally too far for a good, decent shot, but still one tiny shot hit him in the top of the head, and he fell dead. So I thought. I hurried down, went to pick him up, and he come to life right now, and he just beat the living daylights out of me, flopping me. I had a hard time hanging on, and I finally did win the battle, but it was a rough one because he just flapped and clawed and struck at me, and it was quite a turkey match.
Didn't know who was being hunted, you or the turkey.
Right.
Ruth, you've hunted alongside Howard for many years. Have you ever shot a turkey?
Yes. She's taken several turkeys.
Yeah. Fishing, I assume
Oh, yes.
A lot of women today are fishing.
Oh, which one of these fish are mine?
Well, this one right over our head was a 26 or 7 pounder.
Lake trout.
That is a fine lake trout she got out of Great Bear. Without a doubt, she's taken as many, if not more, big fish in the way of lake trout and big pike than most other women.
What? Wow. Huh.
She can take care of herself with a...
Yes, I would say with that trout right there, that would be a dream come true if I got a hold of one like that.
Yeah.
Really?
That's the biggest one I ever caught.
Yeah, that is nice.
I would like to thank Howard and Ruth Shelley for sharing some of their golden memories with Michigan Magazine. Howard's photos and films of the great outdoors will always be cherished by Michigan's future generations. What does the future hold for Howard and Ruth Shelley?
I'd put it this way. We're still, as long as our legs will carry us, we're going to keep on the go and enjoy seeing the other side of the mountain. The man that wants to see what's over there, we're going to try our best to see.